Hey guys, welcome back to the Tool Shop. Vincent and Tyler with Tools of Salvo. We're here to talk Glocks again.
That's crazy. We're talking Glocks again? No way.
Fanboys like to talk. Anyways, we're going to pose a question to you guys. Feel free to sound off in the comments below. But Glock 19, still relevant or obsolete?
I hate that question. I love both, and I have an affinity to the Glock 19. That's a good handgun, man.
Well, Glock 19 is a great package, but when you say both, do you mean the 48 or do you mean the 43X?
43X.
Could edge it out.
I think, and coming from someone who's done both, I think the problem with the 48 is borderline 19-ish. Right? Like, we're at a 4-inch barrel, we're at a same size grip. It's slimmer, and some people like that.
Exact same profile, exact same grip size.
Yeah, exactly. We lose the light bearing capability with the 48, and the only benefit is a thinner gun that I have to buy aftermarket mags for.
Yeah.
The 43X is a little different, though, because now we get a smaller, lighter weight gun with a shorter barrel. As long as we buy aftermarket mags, we're at mag capacity. And there is a little bit of light compatibility. But when we step to that 4-inch barrel, we might as well go with a little bit thicker gun. And we both carry 19s. Yeah. It's not a hard gun to carry.
It's really not. It's heavier, obviously.
Yeah.
But
this is easy.
Yeah.
Easier.
It is easier. Also, if you're teaching a new shooter, or new to carry shooter, I should say, a 43X is less intimidating. And my experience, I've taught my sister to shoot, taught my wife to shoot, I've taught my mom to shoot. I've taught a couple of my friends to shoot that were female, that neither of them had any interest in firearms before that. My 48 and my 43 that I then combined the two and turned them into a 43X was a lot less intimidating for them than my 19. They still gripped it, got a full purchase on the grip like they would on a 19, but it didn't look as angry.
Not as a big scary gun.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, because when people ask me if you could recommend one Glock, what would it be? 100%. It is the overall, and people argue, best gun Glock makes, and I'll argue that to a T. Its capacity is great. It's one of the smoothest shooting handguns they have. You can carry it if you want to. It's got light bearing capabilities. It's a relatively small gun, but it's also a relatively big gun. It's that perfect middle ground that Glock didn't start, but they perfect, that every manufacturer today tries to clone.
Absolutely. And the Glock 19 is also better suppressed. You can find aftermarket barrels for the 43, 43X, 48 that are threaded. But when you're talking about an actual run and gun, tactical, suppressor ready, suppressor host kind of gun, 19 has the 43X
handily beat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've shot suppressed 43s and 43Xs, and they're not bad. The slide's moving back really fast on an already pretty short recoil spring gun.
There's just not a lot of, I mean, you're talking about that barrel tipping quickly because it doesn't have, that slide is moving shorter, so the barrel has to move faster. That Nielsen device has to compensate more. It jolts the gun every time.
Yeah, I mean, with the 19, when we put a can on it, depending on the can, make a 9K a good example, it's not that long.
Right.
So on a 17, you put a can in it, it just makes the gun even longer. I'm flagging myself. On the 19, it's pretty balanced, especially if you have the +2 magazines.
A 9K, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel bad in the hand. Now you get out there with like an Octane.
Yeah, that's a sub-gun can, man.
That's whenever,
in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. It is sticking out.
Yeah,
now you've just added what,
5.40 inches.
Yeah.
8.
I mean,
depending on the can you run, 5.40 to 8 inches easily, depending on the can.
And it also puts a lot of weight out on the end of the barrel. So I digress. Suppressor host 19 all day long. Non-suppressor host everyday carry with shield arms magazines.
Yep.
43X. But again, if you have one gun, one Glock, which would also be my one gun, it's gonna be
Coming from the guy who carries the 43X.
yeah.
Better gun.
So, and this is my gun. I carried it for years. I would rather have it.
I mean, my thing is, you might be watching this at this point and go, well, why does he still carry that 43X? Everything he said is said the 40 or the 19's a better gun. It's a better carry gun, and there's no way around that. It's lighter, it's thinner, it's slimmer. My job makes me carry all the time. It's just that much easier for me to carry. I will say, I carry this all the time. There are times I catch myself still running my 19 with a flashlight.
Well, and I was gonna say also, so we both carry guns every day for work. Tell you choose to carry your 43X for work.
It's the gun I carry 90% of the time.
It's totally different than my carry gun, which is a Glock 17. But you do carry the shield arms. You're not disadvantaging yourself.
No, so a lot of the guys I know that work with me, they tend to carry like 19Xs with RMRs and +2 mags, which is a cool package. I have a package similar. For me, it's, this is the gun outside of work. Anywhere I go, that's what I'm carrying. This does print less. And, when you got to make 10 hours of runs with your girlfriend or wife, and you want a gun that's not going to print, you're not going to notice it, this is a better gun for that. Yeah. It gets hard to ignore that the amount of time and training I've spent in this gun, because I don't just own it, I shoot it. I might as well carry it. When I'm at work carrying outside the waistband, which is cute, watching an outside the waistband 43X.
Well, I will say though, there is something to be said about carrying the gun that you conceal.
Yep.
And training with the gun that you conceal. Really and truly, you're actually helping yourself out by carrying that every day, because me going from a 17 to a 48 or a 43, I'm now dealing with 3 different packages that I have to train with. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those things where Tyler's actually helping himself out. So.
And there might be a time I go back to the 19. When the 43X came out, I said I'll buy one, I'll try it out. That it's very intriguing. The shield arms mags are obviously a big appeal. And so far, other than flashlights, I don't really have a reason to go back. Streamlight has really recently with that new TLR7, and that makes it a hard one to beat. Surefire X600, 1,000 lumens. The light sticks out past the muzzle.
But let me ask you something. 1,000 lumens is kind of the max that you want to use in any kind of self-defense situation, because you're almost going to blind yourself if you go above that. Like, even as a shooter, you're getting that backlit.
I know some instructors that would argue with you on
that. I do too. We're friends with them. That being said, 500 lumens on this package.
Pretty impressive.
I mean, 500 lumens, they're more than enough that would say that's all you need.
5 years ago, that was what you mostly found on handguns.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you'd find 250 to 300.
Remember the old TLR ones, which were 800?
Absolutely. That was a big deal. Now the HLs are 1,000.
They're 1,000, but they burn up quick.
They do. I mean, I love Surefires. That's what I carry. Like, my everyday flashlight is a Surefire. On many of my guns are Surefires. But I also have Streamlights on many of my guns. I do believe in the brand.
I've had issues with Streamlight, but I'll be 100% honest. They were after a lot of abuse, and they treated me well as a customer. With the new TLR7 coming out for the Glock MOS series guns, I'm going to give them another try. I do have reason to believe that they will work pretty well. I put that light I had in my 19X through hell, but also there's nothing that competes. The new Surefire that fits the small frame like the MOS, the Hellcat, and they're good. They're 350 lumens proprietary battery pack. They get like 30 minutes of battery life. You got to recharge them. Kind of crappy. Like, let's be honest here.
Quit making proprietary battery packs.
No one likes it. No one likes it.
I also don't want to buy charging systems. I don't want to rely on a USB.
Even if they'll be out of date in 2 years. You dumped in a lot of money on a system you'll never use again.
Like, look at USB ports versus micro USBs. Just run standard batteries.
Take a system and run with it.
Absolutely. Make it standard across the board. That way I can interchange between packages.
Agreed.
I would love that. Anyways, I hope you gained something from this. Like I said before, sound off the comments below. We won't read it, but
keep going.
Well, we do have one thing for you guys to see.
Taste zone!